They say nice guys finish last, right? Well, the best back in the best shape of my life. Like the checks cash and now they paying the price right. In showdowns I showcase my skills. Throw weight around, my weight in pounds tipping the scale. We taking this whole year. Catch up.
Hi there, this is Trina Burns from Radical Body Transformation. We're here in Winnipeg at the CBBF National Championships for Bodybuilding, Bikini, and Men's Classic Physique. I'm here with Mikayla Custance, who's joining us. She's doing the Bikini division today.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your story. Tell us a little bit about the journey that's taken you to get to the stage, to this point.
Yeah, I think my journey started when I was 15. I was always like the tall, skinny girl, and I was always really athletic at the same time. I loved sports and competing, and I started out horseback riding, competing in 3-day eventing. My aunt was on the Canadian team, so I trained with her and all through high school. And then about 16, I made the BC Championships and the provincials with that. And
Slightly competitive.
it's always been in my nature to compete, I think. And from there, we decided it might be a good idea for me to do some cross training. Like my mom wanted me to start learning a bit about nutrition, go to the gym, things that would help me with my riding. So from there, I got a personal trainer, and one day she said, "You might do well if you started competing. Would you be interested?" And at the time, I really didn't know what compete.
What's that?
Yeah, I was like, "How do you compete in fitness, right?" So I talked to a couple girls, and I decided why not. So a year later, I did my first show at 17 at a novice show. And from there, I continued going on to the gym, and unfortunately, about 2 years later, my horse had to be put down from an injury. So that career ended, and this one just seemed to open up. And the guy, John Schwerb, who I trained with for about 2 to 3 years, he goes, "You know, you've got a great look, and I saw your pictures, and if you're interested in training and any questions you have." So I ended up meeting him, and the one coffee turned into 2 years of training. And from there, we did a couple figure shows where I made the top 3, but I just didn't have the size right yet for the national level. So that year he said, "How about we try bikini?" And I won that show. So that was in 2014. And then coming for this show, he's halftime in Europe and halftime in Canada. So he wasn't going to be here this summer, and he says, I want to introduce you to my friend Darren Toma. He's an IFBB Pro out in Langley, and he's got a really great team at Custom Built Training. So he introduced us in January, and I've been with him, and he's done all my prep, and he's been absolutely amazing. I got nothing but great things to say about him. So between the two of them, I've learned so much, and I believe they're the thank for getting me here. And yeah.
Well, it's clearly paying off because you're at a national level show. How many shows have you done?
Oh my gosh. I think I've done about 8 shows altogether. And the bikini. This might be my 9th. Yeah.
So pretty seasoned.
Yeah.
What would you say are the biggest differences, say training or diet-wise, between figure and bikini?
Well, I've always said I feel like I'm a bodybuilder in a bikini girl body because I really like the intense training. I really enjoy it. I like to push myself with the diet. I like pushing myself at the gym. So for me personally, it was like, you know what, this is how hard I'm going to push myself, and it just seems what I'm doing is working, and this is the category I fall into. So the training didn't change too much. My upper body seems to grow a little bit more than my lower body, so there was some times when I had to back off and focus more on my legs and go, you know, bikini, they like more of the glutes and more of the abs. So the last few months I've been really focusing on that when I made that transition But diet-wise, we changed a little bit of things. Sometimes I needed to soften up a little bit because sometimes I can go too hard and I think it's having the background of figure, of still that mental, I need to be a bit leaner, and going, no, it's bikini. So mentally it was almost harder than the training and the dieting. But like I said, it's been working, the training. So I just want to keep training hard, and each show I feel like I learn so much more about how my body responds and what works for me. So, and each trainer has really been able to guide me and learn more from them too. So.
Well, one last thing. I know for most people that compete, myself included, there's always challenges along the way, whether it's something unexpected or just leading generally a busy life. What kind of challenges do you face during your prep, and how do you work through them?
Yeah. I think a lot of it is trying to have a balance, like you say, because it really does become all about you when you're in, in the prep mode, trying to balance work and family and boyfriend and friends, the biggest thing. And there's always going to be hard times where you get some bad news, and my biggest one was probably when my horse passed away, right? I was in prep and I had to deal with that, but there's still this show you got to focus on, and sometimes you just got to put certain things on the back burner and just keep going. But for me, it's almost helps me mentally. If I'm having a bad day, going to the gym clears my head and keeps me focused. There's times when I went through a bad breakup, and there's times when I battled a bit of anxiety and depression, and that kind of would take a toll on me. But I think just putting the gym first and learning health first and putting yourself first, right, taking care of you, and it's the biggest thing, and all of it sort of has helped. And I try and be really cautious about who I'm around too, with family, and boyfriend's going, okay, maybe I should hang out with you, and maybe I'll do cardio, later. If there's something that's important to my family or my friends that I feel like I need to be a part of, I'll make sure that I go to the gym an hour earlier that day so I can still be there for them. Or, my brother graduated this year, so I made sure the gym was done before and after grad, right? So trying to balance it, but it is tricky.
Well, you sound like a very dedicated athlete, somebody, you adapt your busy day as it changes, just to suit your goals, so everything gets done, but that you still get to engage with family and the commitments that you have on your plate. So it's been an absolute delight talking to you. I look forward to seeing you on stage. And of course, the most important question is, what are you eating afterwards to celebrate?
If I ever get on stage, we'll see if there's anything open. I think I'll be on at midnight because I'm last class. But I think me and my teammates were thinking of going down to Earl's, and I think we're all craving a burger and some big bucket of yam fries. That's what my craving's going to right now. Yeah.
Good choice. Good choice.
Maybe some chocolate.
Thanks again, Mikayla. Good luck, and I hope you enjoy the experience. It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
James Hergott here, Radical Body Transformations, and I'm here in Barrie at the Popeyes, and there's the show going on today. We're here in store with one of our biggest sponsors, and we're here to celebrate various cast. And one of those cast members we haven't really introduced yet, he's been working on his transformation, and we finally had the chance and opportunity to hook up with him. And I'd like to introduce you to a short guy, Blake. How's it going, Blake? Nice. I like your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's one of my favorites. I like yours.
Thank you. We're all part of the Popeyes crew here. And so you've had a dramatic change already. I mean, you had kind of a wild journey.
Yeah, to say the least, yes. My journey actually started just over 6 years ago. I could even tell you the day. It was June 16th, 2010. I was 440 pounds at the time. I wore a size 52 jeans. And I got down on the floor to play with my daughter. It was her 5th birthday. And I couldn't get back up off the floor. I'll never forget the look on her face when she looked to me with tears streaming down her cheeks saying, "Daddy, just please stand up." And I couldn't do it. I couldn't get up off the floor. 6 years later, it still affects me. I realized right then if I didn't make some changes in my life that my daughter wouldn't have a father growing up. And here I am. Last weekend I actually was down in Ottawa with her. We went for a hike, and I shouldn't smile at it, but she actually had to ask me to slow down several times because she couldn't keep up with me. So that alone has made this journey worthwhile for me, was just seeing the look on my daughter's face, and just she seems proud of the fact that her dad can keep up with her now, where before I wouldn't be here right now if I hadn't made the changes I did. I went from 440 pounds down to 230. All my friends told me at that weight I looked like I was actually sick, that I was just, I didn't look healthy at that weight. So I changed up my meal plan, started eating more protein, switched from the cardio to more of a weight training program. I had bulked myself up to 310 pounds, at which point I had an injury, and I went in for what was supposed to be routine surgery back in October of last year of 2015. And if there was a complication that could have happened during that surgery, it happened to me. That one surgery turned into 6. I ended up hospitalized with septic shock as well. And I ended up spending 4 months flat on my back on the couch, eating all the things that I had wanted to the past 6 years, all the cakes, the cookies, the ice cream. And the fairly solid 310 pounds turned into a very flabby 300 pounds. And it was just as I was starting to get to the point I could start training again is when I heard about the Radical Body Transformation Show, started talking to you, and next thing I know, I'm hooked up with Freak Fitness out of Manitoba, and I weighed in at 265 this morning. I'm in the process of getting ready to train, to compete in my first show in November in London, and it's been a crazy journey for me already.
That is incredible. It is emotional. I mean, it's unfortunate that happened, but I guess, something good came of the experience. First of all, the experience with your daughter, and then even overcoming all the stuff with the surgery and everything like that. And you're here today. You're, improving. Why take the stage? Why is that the next goal for you?
To me, it's just to take it that one step further. I'm at the point now where it's almost an addiction for me, where I see the changes that I'm making on a weekly basis, and I just want to see exactly how far I can take myself, see what level I can bring my conditioning to. To me, being able to step on stage, going from where I was at the 440 pounds and being able to actually step on the stage, to me right now, that is my next goal. Once I reach that goal, my next goal I've already planned out is I want to try to get my provincial ranking. This is a lifestyle for me now. There's no end goal in sight. I'm going to keep doing this until the day I actually do drop, which I hope is not anytime soon.
Well, I think that's one of the key things when you have a goal and you achieve it, to keep setting new goals and to keep improving. That's the, if you're not advancing, you're kind of falling back, because life goes on and things happen, and I think that there's always the opportunity for self-improvement in all ways. Tell me about working with Freak Fitness and some of the changes that they made with you that have helped.
The workouts they've set me up with have been absolutely incredible. I've been with them for about 5 months now, and I went from 300 pounds down to the 265 I'm at now. It's the weekly updates, the pictures that I send into them each week, and the feedback I get from them. And they're really help pushing me. Before I'd be in the gym for a couple hours each day working out, and I realized that I spend more time socializing than I did actually training. So now that I train in my own home gym right now. I have a gym set up in my home that I do my training out of. And I can actually set the proper timing between my sets, and it's a very aerobic exercise as well. I get my cardio in at the same time, and I'm spending minimum 45 minutes to maximum maybe an hour and 15 a day training now versus the 2.5 hours I was doing before. And Freak Fitness, they've really pointed me in the right direction.
And in terms of what category are you doing bodybuilding? What kind of, I'm assuming you'll probably end up being, super heavyweight, something like that.
Yeah, definitely a super heavyweight. I'm going for the bodybuilding. Lou Ferrigno, he's one of the classic physiques that I'd love to be able to attain sometime.
Well, we're going to keep tracking your journey, and we're going to be following you into the fall, into the London show, and we can't wait to see the finished product. In the meantime, we want to help you along your way, so Sabrina's got some stuff for you.
Yeah, you're so tall. I know. There is a beautiful watch.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
That is gorgeous.
From our sponsor.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. You can train with it and everything. Put that back in there. And we have some other goodies in here for you. We have a weight belt
Very nice.
and a t-shirt. And we're not done yet.
So that's a 10 for you.
Yeah, it's a dress for me. And some gloves. And we have Popeyes.
Extra large gloves.
Extra, yeah, exactly. extra large gloves. There
the
you
bear
go.
paws.
Enjoy.
Perfect, thank you.
And you are an official Popeyes brand ambassador, so you're part of the team, and we appreciate you being on this journey and sharing it and opening up to us, because I know that's emotional, but those types of stories can impact other people that can see this. So it's very important to be able to be open to tell those stories. So we appreciate you emotionally opening up like that and expressing those, that story with your daughter and everything that happened since, and just to show what is possible, that you don't have to get stuck in a certain rut, so to speak, that if you have a mindset, a lot of people give up, and
If you want something, work for it.
yeah, absolutely, you're a testament to that, and we appreciate you having on board, and we can't wait to see what you're able to accomplish.
Thank you very much, James.
No problem.
Miss Mikayla, you're outside East Exhibition Hall B for the Van Pro Show. How you feeling? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited.
Huh?
Very excited. Yeah. Just got to the expo. Gonna check it out and get then tan tonight.
Yep.
And then stage tomorrow.
Right. Anything you want to say to the fans,
So
family?
excited. Yes. Thank you for putting up with my diet brain and my dieting and my training schedules for the last 6 months. Started this prep in January, and it's been awesome. I'm really happy how I'm coming in. I'm looking, it's going to be my personal best package on stage to date, so I'm really proud of that. My boyfriend, who's been putting up with me and been totally supportive. Our schedule's been going around posing practice and training for the last few weekends, so shout out to him, shout out to my family who's supportive, and a big thank you to my coach, Darren Toma, who prepped me for this contest. He's been absolutely awesome. Like I said, he's bringing in my best package for this prep, so thank you to Team Custom Built.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see you on stage, love, and congratulations and
Thank
good
you.
luck, all right?
All right, thank
Okay.
you.
We'll see you in the back.
I just finished competing at the Vancouver Provincial and Pro Show. I was competing in Bikini Class F, and I just got off with my 5th place. So I'm very happy. My goal is to make top 5 so I can continue on to nationals in 2 weeks. And I did it, so I'm very happy. I'm very happy with how I brought myself into this competition. I got to work with IFBB Pro Darren Toma, who prepped me since January. So a big thank you to Team Custom Built, everybody involved with them. Awesome. Definitely brought my best package to date, and I'm very happy.
Awesome. So, when you think about doing nationals, what does your mindset mean? Like, you want to do the 2 weeks versus wait a year. Why?
I feel like it's already so close, the back-to-back shows. I feel ready, feel confident in my package I brought today, and I feel like it's just 2 more weeks. What's 2 more weeks of prep, right? So I feel like it's so close that I can do it. And of course, I'll be talking to my trainer tonight or tomorrow and going over probably the new plan, things to he'd like me to change, work on in the next 2 weeks and get the confirmation, but as far as I know, it's a go for 2 weeks.
I've known you for a while. Not long, but I've known you for a while, so I've been able to see you grow. Is there anything that you want to improve on that you think personally you want to improve on your body?
Yeah, I think there's always room for improvement. So I think I'm ever going to get to a point where I say, that's it, I'm totally happy with it. There's always tweaks. For me personally, I was trying to develop more of my legs, glutes, hamstrings. That's probably one of my weaker body parts. So that's my biggest thing I will probably be focusing on. But there's always more to learn, always more to grow, and you can always be better. So that's what I strive, is just bring a better package each time I go on stage.
I will see you in 2 weeks at Nationals.